Hey, Dani K, coming to you from Dani K Wellness, and today's tip is about shoulds and musts, okay? So, and I made some notes, so I might be looking down at my notes and stuff like that, because I wanted to make sure that I tapped on some things that I thought was, important, some certain notations, whatever. So, basically, so here I am, I'm gonna look at my notes. When you have shoulds and you have musts, right? So shoulds, 9 times out of 10, they don't get done, right? Like, I should do this, I should do that. But when we actually make certain things musts, we actually get them done, So, we must go to the grocery store. We must, I gotta get gas, So certain things, when they're musts, they get done. When they're shoulds, we kind of tend to put them off, and procrastinate with them. They might get done, they might not get done. Like goals, goals sometimes happen and goals sometimes don't happen, right? But the thing is, what you have to do, what you should want to do is actually, in that sense of, kind of lift your standards to what is shoulds, what some of those shoulds are. They should be musts, right? If we should get into the gym, we should lose weight, we should, whatever, fill in the blank, whatever it is that you feel like, I should do that. Maybe it's time to, if you keep coming back to that, I should do X, Y, Z, maybe it's time to kind of lift your standard up a little bit and make that should a must, so it gets done. I remember back in the day, like when my mom, was trying to quit smoking. Oh, I should do that. I should quit smoking. Well, it's the Great American Smoke Out. I should start, So, and then, she would stop smoking for a little while, and then she'd go back. So it wasn't a must. It was not created until, like a certain point in time in her life where she was just like, it wasn't about the Great American Smoke Out. It wasn't the doctor telling her. She was just hearing it on the news. It was, this is a must, and I have to do this. I have to do this for me, and these are the ways that I have to do it. So, she figured out that, when she got on the phone, hand-to-mouth thing, she needed a cigarette. When she picked up a beer, like at night, she'd have a beer or two, kind of calm down, from the day, and she would pick up a cigarette. So then she was like, okay, well, I'm not getting on the phone, and I'm not going to drink beer. So then she stopped doing those things till that stopping smoking was the created thing. She actually stopped smoking, and then she kind of integrated. Then it was okay. She could get on the phone. She could, drink a beer or two or whatever. So, it became a must. And so what happens is when things are goals, sometimes they're met, sometimes they're not. But when we lift our standard and those standards are actually met, our musts are actually met. Shoulds sometimes aren't. Most of the time aren't, because we kind of procrastinate. Shoulds are procrastinations, right? Musts are definitely like, I'm doing this, right? The musts get done, the shoulds don't, right? So if you want those shoulds to, actually get done, you have to make them a must. And, like a lot of times people ask me, like, oh, I need motivation, I need inspiration. Like, where can I do this? Where can I get that? Where can I, it's, and I always tell you guys, like I can give you all the motivational tools, that you could ever need or want. But again, your shoulds need to become musts in order to actually get them done. So, the responsibility, the work, that has to come from you. Like, you should get into the gym, you should work out. Like, you constantly go over that in your head, I should, whatever, fill in the blank. Whatever it is right now that you have a list of shoulds, maybe, like you need to, take some time and make them musts so they actually get done. Because shoulds won't get done. Like, goals sometimes will get done, sometimes they don't happen, sometimes they do. But when you lift your standard to get things done, to make things a must, it gets done. I was talking with a client, I think Friday. I had her today too. So she came in and she's like, look, I got my music, because it's a must. I must walk on this treadmill. I must get more cardio in. So now, because before she was saying, I know I should stay after our workout. I know I should get on the treadmill. I know I should get the rower. I know blah, blah, blah. I should. But now today she came in after our talk on Friday, and she said, a must. And I was like, what are you talking about, must? Like, and she was showing me her music, her iPod. And she was like, it's a must. I must get my workout done today. I must get my cardio in. So, she's making that, instead of should, she's now making it a must. She's lifted her standard, knowing what she wants. Wants will get done if you make them a must, right? And wants will get done. Wants are not the shoulds, right? If it's a want, it should be a must, and it should be met. One of my other, like I told you, I made some notes, right? Because I wanted to make sure that I got things down. I just said that wants don't get met, standards do. So a lot of times people say, well, I don't have the time. And my main thing was, I don't have any time. I don't have any more time than y'all have, right? We all have the same amount of time in our day, right? It's how we choose and how we make our shoulds and our musts be incorporated in those time frames, right? So, I mean, and like, what did I say? I don't have any more time. I just raised my standards. Things that are a must, I make happen, right? So, regardless of whether I like working out, regardless of whether I want to work out, regardless of, fill in the blank. Like and just because I own a gym doesn't mean, and I've told you this before, just because I own a gym doesn't mean that I want to work out, right? But I know it's a must. I must get this done. I feel better when it's done. I feel better. I love the results, and I love the internal things that it does, as well as the outside physical things. So I make it happen, right? So it's not that I have any more time in the day than you or you or you. We all have 24 hours, and it's all how we budget our time, right? And when we budget our time to make our musts happen, it will happen. So, if you want to get in the gym, if you want to lose weight, if you want to, gain more muscle, if you, want to fill in the blank, then make those wants more of a must than a should, right? I get it all the time. I know I should get in there. People see me in the wall. I know I should get into the gym. I should get back. Make it happen. People say, well, I don't have any time. I don't have the time. The time ran out, whatever. The gym is open 24/7. You have the same amount of time as I do. I work a full-time job. Granted, my job is where I work out, but even if it didn't, because I've had several times where, I've always, for the past almost 27 years, I've worked where I work out, which is a benefit. It is a plus. But to the same point, I wake up early, I get into the gym, and I get I start my work day, starts at a certain time. My work day ends at a certain time. Well, my work time here at the gym ends. And then when I go home, I've, especially if I've had classes and clients at the end of the evening, I've got an umpteen thousand email list that I got to get back to, messages on Facebook, messages, in Messenger, messages on my Dani K page, people, talking about training and asking questions about nutrition and the classes and blah, blah, blah. So when my time is done here, like my class is over tonight, my Coca class, 5:30 to 6:30. My class is over at 6:30. I might be able to leave by 7, and I might get home, by 7:15, whatever. But then I'm looking at my emails because I've had, back-to-back clients. I've got, stuff to do at home. So I'm still working. So, but we all have the same amount of time. It's just we make whatever is a must, we make that happen, right? Let me see if I did. Basically, I've said it before, you don't get results without action. You have to take the action. Everybody wants this, or this. And again, not necessarily speaking of, losing weight or gaining, muscle or, whatever, but whatever you have a list of shoulds, see what you can turn those into a list of musts so that you get them done, and then you feel even more like accomplished. I know, like when I see like, oh, I should do this, I really should do that. And then when I'm like, you know what, I shake it off and be like, okay, I've got to get 3 things on this list done. So these have to be a must. So this is a must, this is a must, and this is a must. And it is a must to turn the lights on. Hello, I'm trying. When you flip that, I mean, think about your own schedule and your own to-do list. You have a shit ton of things to do or whatever. I should get that done. I should do it. And then when you make certain things on that list a must, you get it done. So in life, make things a must. Lift your standards up to get shit done, right? And when you do those things, like it's not actually anything that happens from the outside, it's from the inside. The inside is telling you, whether you're happy, sad, whether you want to be accomplished, whether you are going to procrastinate, whether you're going to, just kind of not do those things, put those things off, wait till tomorrow. There's one thing that I always, tell myself, I'll stop tomorrow. Even if today I didn't feel like getting into the gym, I didn't feel like working out, I didn't feel like doing, fill in the blank. So I'll say, okay, well, I'll do it today, but I won't do it tomorrow. I'll put it off, and I won't do that tomorrow. I'll give up tomorrow. But then tomorrow never comes, right? Because by the time tomorrow is, it's today. So when you think about that too, think about, don't give up today. Don't not do it today. Do it today. Put it off. The only thing that you really should procrastinate is putting things off, like procrastinating, putting things off, right? Putting off giving up, putting off not getting into the gym. So say, I'll go today, I won't go to tomorrow, right? So then when tomorrow comes, tomorrow is today. So you tell yourself, I won't go tomorrow. I'll go today, I won't go tomorrow. So I play a little trick in my head. Sometimes you got to play tricks. But things get done if they are a must. When they're on your should list, they probably won't get done. So look at that list. If there's 10 things on your should list, look at that list. I'm telling you today, right now, look at that list and look at 3 of those things that are on your list and make them a must to get them done. And again, it doesn't have to necessarily be with working out or eating right or whatever. It's just whatever your should list is. We all have a should list, and get it done and see how, I know for me, when I get certain things done, I'm like, man, I'm glad I did that. I like the result of what it was, for instance, Saturday I washed my car. I'm laying in bed. I'm like, I should get out there. No, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna do it today. And it's going to be a must. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Like just a simple thing is like washing your car or whatever. So look at your should list. Lift your standards up and make that should list, at least some of those things on that should list, make those a must and get it done. Working out, getting healthier, and define what is healthier in your eyes. Don't just say, I want to live a healthier lifestyle. What is healthy to you? What is your why as to why you want to be healthier, have that healthier lifestyle? Look at those things and make those things a must, right? I must be around for my kids. I must be healthier and live a healthier lifestyle, have more energy. I must have more energy for my kids, for my grandkids. I must be around for my kids' graduation. I must be around for my kid's wedding. Those things. Make things a must, and I guarantee you shit will get done, right? It doesn't happen just because you think you should do it. It happens when you make that conscious effort and that conscious thought to say, you know what, I'm going to do it. And then, when things become a must, you don't look back. You might, especially with working out or whatever, you might stumble, you might trip, you might not go to the gym a couple of days, but it's a must. So you will get right back on that because you've made it a must do. You've lifted your standards, and your standards are now, your standards what gets done. Goals might happen, but standards definitely will happen, right? When you say, this is where I'm at. And I know a lot of times back to time, and people say, I don't have enough time, I don't have the money for this, I don't have the money for that. But for instance, let's say, like showing you how, how you lift your standards up and how you make things a must, right? Right now you might say, I don't have the money for this, I don't have the money for that, maybe I should do that, maybe I shouldn't do that, whatever, I'm not going to do whatever. But then if a family member, like for instance, for money, like let's say you don't have enough money, maybe you feel like you don't have enough money to join a gym, or you don't have enough money to whatever, get the DVD for the workout or whatever it might be. But when your family member might need, financial help, like whether they're ill or something like that, and you have to, that becomes a must, right? You must help that family member. So then you make shit happen, right? So, people can turn those shoulds into musts and make things happen. Like, well, remember you didn't have enough money to, go to the gym or have a gym membership or get that DVD, or whatever, that workout DVD or whatever. But when that family member needed help, what did you do? Like, I got to put more time in at work. I got to get a part-time job. And so you made your standards higher. You lifted your standards higher to make that a must to help that family out, that family member out, right? So we can do those things. And I mean, that's just a for instance, that's just a, for example. But we make things happen when we make it a must that it must happen. So in your life, I mean, feel that you are worthy and feel that your health and your internal health, not just your physical the outside is important, but make sure that you feel that you are worthy of a healthier body internally and externally, and that you make it a must. Turn those shoulds into musts and get shit done, right? That's where it happens, when things become a must. Like, I can give you, all the motivational speaks that I can give you. I can give you all the tools. I can give you all the information. But until those shoulds become a must, and you just say, you know what, at any quote unquote, any cost, any rate, any time, whatever, I'm going to make this happen, right? Because it's a must. I must be around for my kids. I must, have more energy. I must fill in the blank, right? So think about that, and think about your should list, and think about what today you can actually make on your should list, what you can actually make a must, and make it happen, right? That's where things happen. That's where life changes. That's where, that's just where, standards get lifted, when things become a must and you just do it. Like, there's no thought process, just do it. Because why? You have to. It's just a must. It must get done, right? No ifs, ands, or buts. So shoulds don't get done, musts do. So look at that list and see what shoulds can become musts and get that done, right? So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for all the likes and the hearts and all that stuff. And people joined in, but no real comments. But so thank you guys. I appreciate it. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, want me to help you on your fitness journey, leave me a comment, private message me, and I will do my best to get back to you and do a video. Again, make your shoulds musts, and life will happen. Life will change. Things will change. Things you will benefit from making your shoulds a must. So DaniKJWallace.com, Dani K. Wallace on Facebook. Guys, I do have Koga tonight. Koga 5:30 to 6:30. So come see us. There's 3 spots left. Comment below or call the gym 410-751-5864 to get on the list. And until next time, stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.